1. Which principle is most critical when designing training for Canva Certified Creatives, CCC? A. Rapid content delivery. B. Individualized learning based on skill and experience. C. Emphasis on theory only. D. Uniform instruction for all. 2. What is the primary purpose of CCC certification? A. To provide general graphic design tips. B. To validate creative proficiency using Canva tools. C. To offer general social media guidance. D. To replace formal design education. 3. When mentoring a new CCC candidate, which approach is most effective? A. Providing strict instructions without feedback. B. Setting expectations and offering constructive ongoing feedback. C. Allowing full independence without guidance. D. Focusing only on administrative tasks. 4. Which evaluation method best measures CCC skill competence? A. Self-assessment only. B. Project-based assessments and portfolio reviews. C. Attendance records. D. Peer popularity. 5. In adult learning theory, what is andragogy? A. The study of adult learning principles. B. Child-focused educational strategies. C. A type of design assessment. D. A collaborative workflow method. 6. Which tool ensures regulatory compliance for CCC credentialing? A. Social media guidelines. B. Canva's professional and ethical standards. C. Stock photo apps. D. Free online tutorials. 7. In curriculum development, which component is essential for CCC training? A. Popular design trends. B. Evidence-based practice aligned with industry standards. C. Personal design preferences. D. Length of training sessions. 8. In client communication, which technique enhances understanding? A. Using complex jargon without explanation. B. Active listening, paraphrasing, and confirming understanding. C. Speaking quickly to cover all material. D. Avoiding questions. 9. Which assessment is appropriate for evaluating design ethics? A. Portfolio review with ethical considerations. B. Memorization of Canva tips. C. Color theory quiz. D. Attendance at workshops. 10 SMART objectives in CCC training are used to A. Increase training duration. B. Set measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound learning goals. C. Limit participation. D. Reduce evaluation requirements. 11. Which strategy ensures ongoing skill compliance for CCCs? A. Ignoring platform updates. B. Following Canva updates, continuing education, and professional guidelines. C. Relying on peers for guidance. D. Avoiding documentation. 12. What is the recommended frequency for self-reflection among CCCs? A. Weekly reflections on design work. B. Only during annual review. C. Once at certification start. D. Never. 13. Which type of feedback is most effective for improving design skills? A. Immediate, specific, and constructive feedback. B. Delayed general comments. C. Negative reinforcement only. D. Praise without guidance. 14. When mentoring, which strategy promotes professional growth? A. Providing opportunities for reflection and self-directed learning. Dictating all design choices. C. Avoiding discussions of errors. D. Restricting exposure to design projects. 15. According to CCC standards, client approval requires A. Minimal explanation to save time. B. Clear, understandable information and voluntary consent for design use. C. Only verbal approval. D. Delegation to administrative staff. 16. Which principle ensures that evaluation tools accurately measure creative competence? A. Reliability. B. Validity. Specificity. D. Reversibility. 17. How should prior experience of adult learners be leveraged in CCC training? A. Ignored to maintain uniformity. B. Integrated to enhance learning relevance and application. C. Replaced with theoretical examples. D. Avoided. 18. In a collaborative team, which method improves design project outcomes? A. Assigning tasks individually without discussion. B. Setting achievable goals, regular communication, and team reflection. C. Focusing solely on individual performance. D. Limiting team meetings. 19. The primary purpose of a design brief is A. To collect project demographics only. B. To evaluate client needs, brand requirements, and objectives. C. To reduce liability paperwork. D. To generate marketing material. 20. In mentoring, which approach develops critical thinking for CCCs? A. Providing direct solutions. B. Asking open-ended questions and encouraging analysis. C. Avoiding discussion of design mistakes. D. Requiring memorization only. 21. Which metric reflects improvement in creative outcomes? A. Client satisfaction and engagement metrics. B. Number of projects completed. C. Attendance at webinars. D. Instructor popularity. 22. Which method enhances retention in adult design learners? A. Passive listening. B. Active participation, case studies, and project-based learning. C. Memorization of platform shortcuts only. D. Ignoring feedback. 23. Risk assessment in creative projects must consider A. Brand integrity, copyright, and deliverable quality. Popular design trends. C. Equipment aesthetics. D. Peer opinions. 24. Teaching accessibility principles addresses which learning domain? A. Cognitive. B. Psychomotor. C. Affective. D. Regulatory. 25. Which mentoring approach reinforces ethical practice? A. Modeling integrity, adherence to design standards, and client-centered solutions. B. Encouraging shortcuts. C. Minimizing documentation. D. Ignoring conflicts. 26. Which evaluation method best measures design effectiveness? A. Outcome tracking using validated metrics. B. Counting number of elements used. C. Peer popularity votes. D. Time spent on Canva. 27. In team supervision, which communication method reduces misunderstandings? A. Rapid instructions without clarification. B. Demonstrations combined with verbal explanation and feedback. C. Written notes only. D. Avoiding team meetings. 28. Which factor is critical when assigning responsibilities in creative projects? A. Personal preferences. B. Competence, experience, and workload capacity. C. Tenure only. D. Social relationships. 29. Which model emphasizes reaction, learning, behavior, and results in training evaluation? A. Bloom's taxonomy. B. Kirkpatrick model. C. Canva guidelines. D. Fit principle. 30. Minimum recommended documentation practices include only final designs. B. Project briefs, version control, client feedback, and outcomes. C. Oral notes only. D. None. 31. Which mentoring technique fosters self-directed learning? A. Assigning tasks without explanation. B. Encouraging reflection, problem-solving, and decision-making. C. Providing all answers immediately. D. Limiting exposure to projects. 32. Compliance with CCC standards requires A. Copyright adherence, honesty, and professional accountability. B. Prioritizing personal convenience. C. Ignoring continuing education. D. Restricting communication. 33. To evaluate both creative skill and ethical compliance, which metric is most appropriate? A. Peer popularity. B. Direct observation against professional standards and client outcomes. C. Number of designs produced. D. Platform engagement metrics. 34. Which strategy best supports creativity under project constraints? A. Following a single template for all projects. B. Brainstorming multiple solutions while considering brand guidelines. C. Ignoring client input. D. Relying on software defaults. 35. In adult learning for CCC candidates, which technique improves skill acquisition? A. Passive lecture delivery. B. Hands-on exercises, project-based tasks, and iterative feedback. C. Memorization of tool names only. D. Skipping practical application. 36. How can a mentor effectively assess a CCC candidate's problem-solving skills? A. By providing immediate answers. B. By presenting real-world design challenges and observing solutions. C. By checking attendance only. D. By focusing solely on color usage. 37. Which approach ensures that creative projects meet ethical standards? A. Using copyrighted materials without permission. B. Following copyright laws, client requirements, and platform guidelines. C. Prioritizing speed over compliance. D. Ignoring branding requirements. 38. Which method enhances collaboration in a multi-designer project? A. Working independently without updates. B. Using shared project files, clear roles, and regular check-ins. C. Assigning all decisions to one designer. D. Avoiding feedback loops. 39. When providing feedback, which approach most effectively fosters growth? A. Offering vague comments. Giving specific, constructive, and actionable guidance. C. Focusing only on errors. D. Praising without critique.